Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in New York City, this is CBS 2 News at 11.
Just putting my jacket on at the one bar, and that's the last thing I remember. And then waking up in an ambulance.
Knocked out, his mouth now wired shut. Cameras capture the vicious attack as a stranger punches a Long Island man out cold. Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Maurice Dubois. He says he never even saw it coming. CBS 2's Jessica Schneider live on the Lower East Side where the attack happened. Jessica.
Maurice and Christine, that attack happened right here on this busy stretch of Bowery. The victim, 23-year-old Kyle Rogers, remembers very little from that night, but he is positive that the brutal beating was just the latest in a string of knockout attacks, and tonight he has a message for the people staging that violence. The bruises are fresh, his mouth is wired shut. 23-year-old Kyle Rogers is recovering from a broken jaw after this brutal attack from behind early Sunday morning. You can see a man running up from behind him and throwing a forceful punch.
I guess when I fell and hit the ground, I split this open, my eyebrow and my chin from the punch.
Rogers remembers nothing about the attack that happened on Bowery on the Lower East Side.
I'm defenseless, you know, I mean, like, it's one thing if he was looking me in the face, like squaring up, but like, come on, from behind, it's like, it's a coward move.
Rogers had just left his friends at the bar and was walking north on Bowery. He lost consciousness after the attack and ended up in the hospital. He and his parents didn't know what had happened until they investigated on their own and located this surveillance video near the scene.
Do you think it was one of those knockout attacks?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah, for sure.
Now Rogers and his family are making a plea to find the man who did this, and they want anyone involved in any of the knockout attacks that flared up at the end of last year to understand that the pain and consequences are real.
I just want these kids to stop. I want them to understand that it's not a game. You know, that's the whole thing. I mean, it's called a game, and it's not a game. People get hurt real bad.
Now, Kyle Rogers' jaw, it was broken in the attack. It is now wired shut. As you saw, it will take 6 weeks to heal. But he still says he was one of the fortunate ones of these knockout attacks, and he just wants them to stop. We're live tonight on the Lower East Side. Jessica Schneider, CBS 2 News.